This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me the Samsung Trance, a new music-focused device for Verizon Wireless. It lacks 3G support though, so there's no VCast music over-the-air downloads or anything like that. You can see it's a slider form device, has a 176 by 220 pixel display, 262K colors, not very big and not touchscreen or anything like that, but it does have capacitive touch-sensitive controls down here in place of a D-pad and regular soft keys. They work pretty well, and there are traditional keys right here for ending the call or starting a call or turning on the 1.3 megapixel camera, which is located on the back and exposed when you slide open the device. You can see we've got a standard 3.5 millimeter audio port, so you can put in regular headphones, no adapters required. Also over here we have the Samsung proprietary power port, a dedicated button for activating the speakerphone, and on the left side here we have a fairly normal looking volume control, a lock button for unlocking the touch sensitive controls on the front, and a micro SD card slot. Now this micro SD card slot supports cards as large as 16 gigabytes in size, but the device already has 1 gigabyte of storage on board for music files, which is pretty nice to start with. We're going to activate the device by holding down the lock key for a second. So you can see the touch controls. We've got a dedicated one here for music, a clear back button, a virtual D-pad kind of thing, and the two soft keys across the top. Now we're going to pull up the music application since this is a music device. You can see fairly normal looking music app. We can organize our songs by playlist, artist, album. You can pick an album here, this one here by Block Party. Starts playing automatically. You can use the D-pad to control it. Now if you drop to the standby screen, you'll see it's still playing. You can see what tracks are playing right there on the standby screen. Now if I press the music key again, I actually get a track list. So you can change music without going all the way back to the music application, which is pretty neat. Press the end call button again, you can kill the music player, which is sometimes a problem because you might hit that by accident just trying to get all the way back to the standby screen. If you hit it twice, you could end the music. One of the features I find to be the coolest on the Trance is the fact that it can support two different Bluetooth stereo headphones at the same time, so you and a friend can both be listening. Now you can see we already have Bluetooth turned on. I'm going to connect this first device. So HT820, a pair of Motorola headphones. You can see it's connected. Now there's a little blue indicator right next to the icon. I'm going to move down and I'm going to click on the S9s, and if I were to just hit yes here it would replace it, but if I hit no then it's going to keep both connected. And you now see the little blue connected icon next to both of the headphones. So you can see we're both connected at the same time. You can both be listening. Only one has control of volume or has control of tracks and able to make calls and stuff like that. But it's a really cool system. It's great for sharing. Wirelessly, you can both be sitting on a subway or something listening to music and no longer leaning in towards each other because of a limited wire length. Really nice. We're going to drop into the phone settings section so you can see the voice command options we have here. It's a really nice speaker-independent voice command system. It can also be used for reading your text messages out loud, and as you'll see in a second, it'll also read your keypad choices. I'm going to hit 3-6. So it reads it out to you. Another really cool feature, you notice up here is a little up arrow and contacts. Now that I've typed in 3-6, which lines up with Doe, as in John Doe, if I hit up, it'll search through the contacts and you'll find John Doe. Really cool thing is though, it'll search on first and last name. So if I do J-O and go up, I'm still going to find John Doe, even though you can see the contact record, John and Doe are both in a single name field. There's no separate first and last name, and unlike most Verizon and Sprint non-smartphones, you can search on first and last name on this device, which is really cool. It's something you don't really see too often in feature phones for the CDMA carriers, and I think it's really, really useful. We're in the main menu here, and I want to show you just a little bit what it looks like. You can see it's on this device. There's two black themes with colored icons, and there's one white-based theme as well. One of the cool things is when you're inside one of the sections, like contacts here, you can still move left and right to get through the other sections without going back to the main menu. While we're here, I'll show you a text message so you can see how the input works. We're going to start typing in a number. You can see it's matching up with John Doe there. going to hit OK. And we're going to start entering in text. Now you can see it's in ABC mode by default. I'm going to turn that to T9 Word because I find that much better. It works pretty well. I mean, just like any other phone, really. And we're going to send it off. And you're going to see a message come in telling us that we send it to an invalid number, which we knew. And there it is. Now, we're going to show you here. It's going to read the message to us, so we hit View Now. And of course, it doesn't recognize it as being a phone number. It's reading it as billions of...
Reply Y to send all text messages to this pound and voice messages for $0.25/MSG plus SBT message B. Details of text.
It works pretty well. It'd be good for, if you're busy doing something other than, maybe driving. I'm not recommending you receive messages while driving, but... So that's our first look at the Samsung Trance. It has a bunch of other features too. It has support for Verizon's VZ Navigator, mobile email, web-based chat, web-based email, that kind of stuff. A number of different applications you can download. There's no games pre-installed, but you can always buy a few off of the Verizon portal. Pretty nice quality build. Speaker is reasonably loud, thanks to Bang & Olufsen there. Camera is a little bit, 1.3 megapixel camera is not going to floor anybody at this point in time, but for, the type of device it is, lack of 3G and everything, it's pretty nice overall. It's a really good music experience. Nice to have the 3.5mm jack too. So, Samsung Trance for Verizon Wireless, pretty nice. I'm Michael Orrell, mobileburn.com.